Another beautiful day in suburbia. Birds are chirping, lawns are manicured, and everything is well in America. But what if there was something that tainted this little image of perfection and this perfect world you created? What if there was this thorn in your side that you had to observe year after year? Something that was so close to your life and you had no control over it being there, yet it just bothered the heck out of you. What if there was something next to your house that looked like this? How would that make you feel? How would that affect your property value? When you're having company over, are you embarrassed? And more than anything, why in God's name is this thing here? This is John. John is from Road Axe Garage. John has got the wonderful task of pulling out the 1970 Pontiac GTO out of the dirt today. John, tell us, have you ever did a tow where the car was in the earth quite as much as this one? Never. How many years have you been doing this for?
About 30.
30 years. What would you say if I told you this car was sitting here 30 years?
Really?
Now this is Pete. Pete and his brother Chris Marconi have decided that they're going to be the ones to actually resurrect this car, bring it back from the dead, so to speak, to make this car look like the car that it was back in 1970. Now just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, here's a picture of a blue 70 GTO. This one's got the Judge option, this car doesn't, but still gives you an idea. Same color scheme. This car roughly cost about $3,200 when it was brand new, and now it's worth a hell of a lot more than that. And Pete's gonna spearhead the effort to bring this thing back to life. Tell us a little bit about what your game plan is.
Game plan, first thing, get it on the truck. Second thing, get it home. Next thing, total disassembly.
So basically, he's not just gonna throw a battery in it, start it up and drive it onto this flatbed. All right, this might be the first time this thing was actually moved. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're coming up. Want a block for underneath the frame so we can kind of
here a second.
It's like they put the rim underneath it to kind of stop it from sinking or something like that, and the rim just decided to go all the way down.
The car just slid down.
The root is part of the rim is part of the root. Whichever way, however you cut it, the rim and the root are one. Try and get this side here, and that should break it free.
Got all the vines going.
There we go, that's it.
Got it.
Easy on the paint job, easy on the paint job. All right. There you go, John. Milk? Thirsty Pete? Milk? Come on, it's still good.
It hasn't curdled.
Getting there, man. You need some more wood on that side, Pete? You're never gonna believe this. I just found Jimmy Hoffa. So at this point, we've got the car up.
Back as far as I can.
And we're ready to start extracting. Has moved here in this dirt, you know what I mean? It hasn't left anything, which is a good sign. Just leaves and dirt. Stuff is behind the top. Yeah, it's only been a couple of days. Look at the undercarriage. carriage. Look at this quarter, John. Look at this quarter panel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
something like this today, man. This thing would be gone.
Right?
Gone, absolutely gone.
On here, it's all intact. There's no rust coming through anywhere, you know?
Holy shit.
Dude, this is usually, when these cars, when they get done, it's always this across the beam. Yeah. It's like uncovering King Tut's tomb. There's an FM converter that the guy installed so he could pick up FM radio, because the radio that's in the car is AM. That's incredible.
Yeah, hello. No. There it goes. It's down.
Yeah, you got it. Nice seam too, look at that.
Yeah.
Lines up.
Certainly don't make cars like that today.
You ain't kidding, man. This is one of the original exhaust tips that actually goes, look at it for a second, it goes right here.
There's no center link in it? All the steering
And it just rotted off. Here's what the one that's attached looks like. And just over the years, it just literally, the rust just made it fall right off of there. This has never even been used. Look at that. That's a brand new brake pad. Pontiac Motor Division hubcaps for the GTO right here in the trunk. Crazy. See this, John? One of the original GTO hubcaps in the trunk. I'll tell you that the back doesn't look bad at all here. You know? How are these spots over on this area?
I tell you, the floor is all there.
I know, right?
Amazing. Usually
I
the
can't
fucking
believe
column.
I would have thought the floors would have been gone.
The rest of it's gone.
Yeah. The floors are really not that bad at all. The color of this car is Atoll Blue, A-T-O-L-L, Atoll Blue. And then the top and the interior is sandalwood. Yeah, sandalwood is the option for the interior color. It's like an off-white.
The new car. You can get dime a dozen. You can't get these a dime a dozen.
Right. How long do you anticipate the process from start to finish will be with you guys doing restoration?
1 year.
1 year. 1 year. That's impressive. That's very impressive. For those of you who don't know, 1 year to do a restoration like this is extremely, extremely fast. How much do you think a restoration for a car like this, you guys doing the work yourself, is going to run?
Out of pocket, 10,000.
10,000 labor hours. Labor hours you can't even put a price tag on. So 10,000 in labor, plus the cost of the car. You know, let's just say for the sake of argument, they're into it 15 grand maybe?
No, 20.
20 grand we'll say. 20 grand you'll be into it. Car will be worth 50 or more.
Anywhere from 40 up.
40 up.
If you want to sell it.
If you want to sell
You
it.
can put a price of 70 on it, but it'll never go.
True.
It'll go on to the person that wants that car.
Exactly. If that's the exact same combination that somebody had in high school or the first car.
Well, it is. It's a nice color combo.
Yeah,
When
that's
this
it.
blue is nice, a white top with a white interior,
Sharp.
it'll look good.
So wait, how long did you say this was here for?
20
At
years.
least 20 years. 20 years.
How long you lived here?
I grew up there. My mom lived there.
Oh, wow. Your name is?
Terry.
Terry, I'm Jay. Nice to
How
meet
are
you.
you?
I'll tell you, they do a little bit of everything. They painted themselves, they did all kinds of stuff like that.
All right. It's going down the road for the first time in 30 years. The car's actually moving down the highway. One of the things that I thought was kind of funny was John has been doing this for 30 years, you know, doing towing and car repair. So when we asked John how long he thought it had been that the car was sitting there, he's like, oh, like 10 years. And I know that it's been longer than that. And then we had the neighbor show up later on and we asked the neighbor how long the car had been there. And he goes, well, at least 20 years. And the reality is I spoke to the owner of the car and that car had been sitting for 30 years in that very same spot. And now for the first time, it has been archaeologically removed from the dirt and that car is on its way to being restored.
Pontiac Trans Am Special Edition 404 speed with the Y84 option, one of 20 ever made, sitting for the past 20 years in this location.